on this computer. How do I even know it's recording? Is there something that says recording, guys? Okay, I guess it's recording, but I didn't see anything pop up. I'm pretty sure it's recording because the only options now is pause recording and stop recording. So, okay, cool. So let's start, guys. Let me make sure everybody from the main room is in here. Good. Okay. So you guys see this chart, right? So that's what I want to focus on first. So I'm going to go through each one of these plays that we laid out during the pre-market. What's the meeting ID? So someone can help someone with all those. So I'm going to go through the recap so that we can go back to work or whatever. But so BBOX, dude. So we got to figure out. So the first thing I did was I woke up and then I look at my. So we're getting a deal with equity feed. So you guys wait up on that. So this is how I find these stocks. So I have my parameters, which I'll give you guys, my filters I've been using for like 10 years to find these stocks. So each day, I look and I wake up and I see what's up. And then based on that, I pull up my research. So the first things I usually research is this. I go to if I type in BBOX. Oh shit, the password. Totally forgot. I think I might have. This is weird. I put a password so other people can't sneak in. So I guess I get each day. I don't need a password, man. These links are so obscure, anyways. I love it. You guys are hella smart. Okay, everybody good? Who's not doing it? So basically here. So here's my complete BBOX, dude. And I'm going to use today as a this is what I do when I enter a trade. So we're going to use BBOX as an example. So my whole process, right? We talking about process, right? So today I didn't trade much. I just wanted, we were setting up all this stuff. So I just wanted to do a whole how if I came in, I would trade. So the first thing I do is in the morning I look at my scanner, and we have a great deal. No one has the cheapest deal for us for equity feed. It's gonna be like $99 a month, or you get discounted for an annual. So I pushed the CEO to give us special pricing. So stay tuned. We're gonna get special pricing for that. So BBOX was up here. So I pulled up BBOX. It gave me the news. And the news, let's see, figure out. It seems like today was just some sort of earnings. And to be honest, Alex told me, be careful. Earnings is coming out. They're doing a conference call and all that, right? And so, it could have gone either way, dude. So I actually waited. So you take a look at what my fields were. So I woke up early, but I didn't take any of these really high. Because I mean, dude, I'm playing it safe. So I waited for the chart to form. So the chart formed, and this thing doesn't really. Here, let me move in my better one here. There we go. You guys see this chart? Much better, right? And so I started coming in at around 840, whatever, 840. So it's around here. So I waited, dude. So my entries were here. I'm sorry, it's my first time doing this. So I used the 220 line. So it went down here, and I was like, okay, when it hit here and it bounced up, I was like, okay, I'm gonna enter 220. So take a look at what happened. Magic point would be, of course, I would love to reshort at the top. That's the resistance. But you know what? I started nibbling. So remember, scaling in. So I started scaling at these points here. And then when it drops, boom, I got lucky. But I remember that thing I keep telling you guys about, like scaling in and recycling shares and all that. So I kind of did this on this because, to be honest, I didn't really research this because I was helping the team with the launch and the webinars and all this stuff. So, but I covered. Look, I've covered a bunch of them down here. And then I waited for that thing to pop up. So at the open, I was ready, dude. So at the open, those were the liners. So I started scaling in, dude. I mean, I'm saving my powder. So I could go on for like forever because my plan. I already made my plan. My plan was this sucker already broke way low, and so all I want to do is. Hey guys, hey, sorry. Let me get the room, kids. Okay. So can you guys hear me? First of all, you feel free to comment. If you have comments, I'll take a look, and then because I'm making sure that this webinar is not like turned off and dead. So you guys understand this? How I came upon figure out shorting this. I got lucky. I got the top 6, but that's because I based it upon a certain line. So each day I draw a line, dude. Okay, great. So any questions? First of all, we're gonna take it. So this will be more interactive. So this is great. So you understand how I got to this point. I draw a straight line across. So the reason why I use these line charts is much easier for me to see. To be honest, you see this? I mean, it's quite simple. See, so 210 is the support. 220 is the resistance. That's why I started shorting between this range. Simple as that, guys. And then I have other charts with candlesticks and all that. If you want to get fancy, you can do that. But for me, I'm treating this as like a scaling. I could probably like do like 20 orders of this stuff. I'm not just one shot, right? I'm spraying it. It's like a little machine gun. I'm doing a little spurt, And so I'm scaling. I don't really know where the really top is. So I keep adding around that area. So you can have a max number of shares. Let's say your max shares is 10,000. So you can do each order of 1,000. Or if your max shares, let's say 2,000, do 500 share lots, right? So each one of these, you can say 500 shares. So how many times do you add with 500 shares? A lot. You can play it safe like that, or you can be more aggressive. For me, I want to make my money every day unless I have a strong conviction. Wow, CVSI is really technical. But, so right now, if I was trading and you guys weren't around, I'd do bigger size and everything else. So right now, I'm just doing this as a training for you guys. And so those I covered here, and I took it off. I mean, what's the harm? So, I mean, we did really great around 189 area, 190 from 215 area. See, I mean, that's not bad. And because I know that when the open hits, usually they always bounce these. And so I'm ready with my orders here. I'm scaling, I'm adding. So I took them all here. And then you see, then the rest of the day I'm covering out. And by 10:30, dude, this is around 10:30. I'm making sure that, hey, will it bounce on the stuff? I'm still green on the stock, so I can still hold some longer to cover here. There's really no exact science to this, dude. You can use, so the way you can do it is Fibonacci, and then they have percentages and all that. You can do that. But so this is all based upon just, I'm not a perfect guy when it comes to covers. I covered a lot earlier, than many people. I mean, I could hold it. I held it long enough to 10:30. I'm afraid, and I thought I would be zombieing it up or something, but right now it's just sitting the same price I covered. Right? So I played the safe. Any questions on this? So good question on the risk. Okay. So this is how I trade very differently. I don't base it upon a price that I risk off. I base it upon a couple of factors. I have a max size I want. And so so with that max size, I could break it up into, for me, I can break it into 20 boards. For you could take it into 4 boards. Doesn't matter. Well, whatever it is, you have a plan. And so my cover is 10:30. It's based on time. It's not based upon a price, unless the price shoots up. And the price shoots up is not based on price. It's based upon a maximum loss. In my head, I don't want to fucking lose. So I do it very differently. Right or wrong, this is, for me, I found this to be more effective than a price. Because when the fucking price is, everyone's doing the price. What's your edge? Everyone is stopping out the same fucking price. Everyone knows the resistance on that. So so that's why the very first initial entry is very important. It's all about your entry, dude. If I started pre-market at 7 o'clock in the morning, if I started out at 7 in the morning, wait, I don't know where the stock was. You have better entry, but dude, I have no idea. So I play this thing. I'm waiting for the chart, and so my stop is basically based upon 10:30. I have this magic time at 10:30. If I'm wrong, I'm getting the fuck out at 10:30. I'm walking and I'm like, dude, I took my bullets a lot. The zombie when you lose is, man, CVSI. Jeez, look at that thing tank. I don't have any shorts for it. So, jeez, whoever got the shorts for it, it's fucking cleaning up. So basically, you break your position small sizes. So you pick 10 entries to minimize your risk and cover based on time. Your key strategy is to get a good average on your position. It's always my key is to have a very good entry, and the entries I do are based upon resistance levels. This is for shorting. The same thing applies for long. The longs you would do as a support level. So I identify this as like, dude, this is pretty much broken. If this thing had stayed and was over 210, guys, this was a long. I waited for this thing to go down. I took a tester. These are feeler trades. Because if it works, I can cover it. If it doesn't, I can still add. And then, to be honest, if this thing holds, I would probably not keep adding. If it's strong volume, I would not add. So you feel the strength. So I do very tiny trades just to get the feeling. But once it happens, then I can do more size. See, I can add it here when it starts backing up. So I'm wishing it goes back up. And this is all before 10:30, because during the 10:30 time, it's all zombie people. They can trap the crap out of you, so you better walk. In this game, you have to implement everything: max lots, prices, all that stuff. So it's not just one thing, guys. The reason I tell you about the time and the max lots is just give you a different idea, different perspective, a different strategy for you guys to do a stopping out. Because I feel just doing the price alone is not effective. You have to incorporate everything. You have to look at it and see the strong. If this something had stayed 210, I'd be like, dude, I'm not going to keep stupidly adding. I'm waiting to see it does something. So you don't have to be in the trade all the time. So basically, I'm waiting for signals to indicate, is this thing a long or a short? The moment it dropped under 210, it dropped down there to 290, 190. I'm like, dude, look at all these support. All the support. So what happens now is all the bag holders that have been buying for the first hour are getting killed. They're just waiting for it to pop up. The moment it pops up, they're going to short it, dude. They're going to fucking short it. I mean, they're going to sell it. I'm sorry. That doesn't become a selling pressure. But if they keep eating it and keep going up, it's the reverse, and it's a long. And so that's why those It's a very simple strategy. I wait to see if it breaks down or it goes up. If it breaks down, I'm shorting at every resistance. And as you play safe, you cover it at the support. And then you short it again. So now it's just kind of flatline at 170, right? And then I play it safe. I'm like, dude, it's just flatline way too long. I just took it off. So I'm pretty much done for the trade for this. And if you do this, I mean, one good trade a day, you're set, dude. And like I said, man, there's no rule of thumb on stop. I'm giving you a different perspective. For me, every time I have a huge monster loss, it's always because I keep adding to a loser after 10:30. They trap the fuck out of you after 10:30, dude. It looks like it's gonna tank all the time. Shit, should I fucking trade CVSI? Shit, man. Let me try to fucking trade this thing on the long side. So hold on, guys. Let's try to see. Let's work together and let me see if I can actually start fucking catching the bounce for this. Okay, CVSI. So let's try to make some money, dude. While we're fucking doing this webinar. But pretty much, that's the webinar. BBOX, dude. You guys can ask me questions on BBOX, but now you understand that's just for you guys. For most of these, having that one strategy for BBOX is done. You're done for the day. You just made your money. I'm looking at the total volume. So let me. Okay, so CVSI, dude. Let's I don't want to miss this sucker. Let's. I want to catch this fucking bounce of CVSI, guys. I'm gonna try to call it for you guys. It is not ready yet, guys. Let it keep going down. Let it keep going down. Have not entered a single order yet. So I'm stalking CVSI. Let me see what the fuck's the bottom is. Let's bring up my chart. $5. Let's see if we go to $5. $5.50 is the first spot to look at. Then $5. So let's hope it goes down under $5.50, dude. And the scary thing is you gotta be very nimble. The first bounce could be fake. And we keep saying the first bounce could be fake, man. I wanted to see an uptick on that first before I'll enter. Just getting speeded up. Wow, man, this thing is a monster short. It's wrong on these first bounces. You gotta get the fuck out quick. So I'm stalking this. For a long time because I traded up big shit. It's beautiful. Keep going down. I've not entered a single trade. CVSI. Be careful, guys. This is an old bulletin board stock. This is on NASDAQ. If you're wrong, it could be very painful to get out. And that's why it's tanking right now. People are trying to get out and they're stuck, man. Micah, that's the market maker. They're active. Beautiful. Keep going down. Give me $5. Night is at 5:05. Don't be early on this, guys. Shit, man, is that this show? This one of those FMMA guy days, man. Like $1 million hits. No locate. Son of a bitch. Maybe I should turn off the recording. I'll turn off the recording for this. It's okay.